The Azerbaijan Grand Prix, held on the city streets of Baku, was originally created to contest with the glamour of Abu Dhabi. It started off as the European Grand Prix and was not really that well liked to start things off. Fast forward a few years and a few crazy memorable moments, and it feels like Baku has found its place on the calendar. So with the race right around the corner, let's get into some fast facts about the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. The first Grand Prix held around these streets was in 2016, when it was originally called the European Grand Prix. From 2017 onwards, it was renamed the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. There's been 8 races held at this F1 venue, and it currently has a contract length through 2026. The track is just over 6 kilometers at 6.003, with 51 laps of racing, totaling 306.049 kilometers. The track record is held by Bottas in 2019 with a 140.495. The average winning margin here has been 7.48, and Leclerc has the most pole positions here with 4. The average pole margin here has been 0.295, and the pole to win conversion is just 25%. Nico Rosberg was the inaugural winner in 2016, and Sergio Perez is the driver with the most wins here at 2 from 2021 and 2023. He always seemed to turn it up a notch on this track, regardless of how he was doing during the season, particularly at Red Bull. Speaking of Red Bull, they are the constructor with the most wins here with 4 in 2017, 2021, 22, and 2023. The past 5 winners here has, of course, mostly been Red Bull dominated, but last year in 2024, we saw an excellent win from Piastri with a really decisive move on Leclerc to take the victory. 23 was Sergio Perez, 22 Verstappen, 2021 was Sergio Perez again, and in 2020 the race was not held due to COVID. This track is really interesting, unique, and has some really memorable moments. One of the most memorable moments happened at the castle section, which is a super tight chicane going through the old city of Baku, and it's become most known for Charles Leclerc crashing and saying, "I am stupid." Going into turn 1, we saw an incredible overtake from Daniel Ricciardo when he had a triple overtake. Also going into turn 1 involving Ricciardo, we saw him and Verstappen have a collision, which in hindsight became maybe a really likely reason why he ended up leaving Red Bull. It feels like so much craziness tends to happen at turn 1, because we also saw in 2021 when Hamilton had an incorrect brake balance, and that caused him to become out of the points, and it was a point that could have caused the championship to be a lot different in 2021. The circuit sits at 28 meters below sea level, but we have not seen any rain at this track. The safety car and or VSC has been used in every race except for 2016, and this race has only been won from pole twice, crazy enough. For the best overtaking spots, turn 1 has got to be the best spot, as we've seen from the history with lots of moments there. There's a 2.2 kilometer run to turn 1 with a DRS zone, making it an absolutely prime overtaking corner. Turn 3 is also another good opportunity. The run from 2 to 3 is where you'll find another DRS zone. It's just a bit of a trickier corner to overtake on because it's a shorter run than it is to turn 1, and it's a really tight left-hand 90-degree turn that goes into another tight 90-degree turn but going right. The drivers do face some tricky challenges on this track, maybe some of which really shouldn't be a thing but have continued to be a thing throughout the Azerbaijan Grand Prix history, one of which are drain covers and tire blowouts. In 2016 and 2024, Bottas and Carlos Sainz respectively ran over drain covers that completely destroyed their weekends. In 2021, we saw 2 tire blowouts with Max Verstappen and Lance Stroll. Now, those shouldn't be problems that the drivers have to face on a given weekend, given it is Formula 1, but somehow that continues to be a problem here. Some more traditional problems at this track include brake management. It can be extremely tricky there because the brakes cool down after the long straights, and then it makes it very difficult to stop. It's also one of those tracks that has a really tricky balance of low drag and high downforce, particularly for the castle section, because you do need a high downforce setup in that point. Also, fuel consumption is absolutely critical on this track. Since they are at such a high speed for such a long time, fuel consumption is more than normal. The Azerbaijan Grand Prix can be a bit hit or miss with the quality of races, but it has produced some absolutely incredibly memorable moments. From Leclerc's "I am stupid" moment to Hamilton losing 25 points to championship rival Max Verstappen, the streets of Baku can always throw in some absolute chaos to make an interesting interesting race. Let me know down in the comments below if you think the Azerbaijan Grand Prix still has a place on the calendar, or if you look forward to it every year, or let me know why you think it doesn't belong there anymore. So these have been my fast facts. If you want to see more of this content, give the video a like and hit that subscribe button to see more. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.